morning, welcome back to my channel. So this recipe today I'm going to do is a Christmas cookie. I'm in that mood again, and so it's going to be a chocolate peppermint mocha cookie. It's, I don't know, it's about 23 degrees outside, so I don't mind heating up my oven today. And I'm in the mood to make Christmas cookies. So let's get started. I'm going to let you know what we're going to need for this recipe. You're going to need half a cup of unsalted room temperature butter, half a cup of granulated sugar, a half a cup of packed light or dark brown sugar, 1 large egg room temperature, 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon of pure peppermint extract, 1 cup of all-purpose flour, half a cup and 2 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/8 a teaspoon salt, 2 teaspoons of espresso powder, or you could use 1 tablespoon of the instant coffee granules, but I have an espresso powder today. And then 1 cup of mini or regular size semi-sweet chocolate chips, 8 ounces of white chocolate coarsely chopped, and 3 large candy canes, or in my case I'm using peppermint candies that I crushed up. So, okay, so let's get started. So in my mixer here I have the half a cup, which is 1 stick, of room temperature butter. I'm going to put this paddle on, and we're going to get this blended up. Okay, because you want it to be creamy and smooth. Okay, and to that I'm going to add the 2 sugars, a half a cup of granulated sugar and a half a cup of packed brown sugar. Let that mix up. Speed it up a little bit here. There we go. You might have to scrape the sides, you know, a little bit here and there, but okay, let's turn it back down. And we're going to add 1 large room temperature egg. I like to crack it in a separate little bowl because that way you don't have to worry about getting any shells in it. Okay, there's the egg. Get it mixed up. This cookie looks pretty festive. Once you get it all baked, then you're going to dip half of it in the white chocolate and sprinkle it with the peppermints. It's really good. Okay, let's turn this off. Let's add our extracts. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla, pure vanilla. So let's get that in there. I always use pure extracts when I bake. And then 1 teaspoon. What did I do with 1 teaspoon? Oh. There it is. 1 teaspoon of the peppermint. Okay. And let's mix that up. Smells really good. Peppermint and the vanilla flavor. Okay, now we're going to add the dry ingredients. Scoot you back a little bit. Into the bowl, I've added the half a cup of the unsweetened cocoa powder plus 2 tablespoons, but I used the half a cup of like regular cocoa powder and then 2 tablespoons of the dark special dark cocoa powder, just to kind of mix it up a little bit. 1 cup of the flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/8 a teaspoon of salt, and 2 teaspoons of the espresso powder. So we're going to add that. Well, you know what? Let's whisk it together first. And then we'll add it. Alright, there we go. I'll put this down on low. A little bit at a time. So we don't get a cloud of flour and cocoa powder. This is going to be kind of a thick batter because you want to be able to roll it into balls when you put it on the cookie sheets. Okay. Once I get it all added, I'm going to stop it and scrape it down, and then we'll mix it some more. Alright, here we go. Okay, let me stop this and mix it down, or scrape it down a little bit. Scrape the powder off the... Okay, now we're going to add the 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. And it will break them up a little bit, but that's okay. This dough is pretty thick. There we go. Alright, I think that's it. Okay, let's lift this up. Yeah, look how thick that dough is. Okay, I'm going to get it all scraped into the bowl, and then after I get it all off the spatula and stuff, then I'm going to have to chill it in the refrigerator for probably at least an hour, and then we'll check it, and I will bring you back when we start rolling them into balls and put them on the cookie sheet. Okay, I've got the dough out of the refrigerator. It's chilled for about an hour, and it feels like it's going to be okay to roll into balls. So I'm going to take about a tablespoon. We're going to roll it into a ball. And the recipe said you could let it chill for longer than that, but I think that's good enough. And then we'll roll them in a ball. Put them on a parchment-lined cookie sheet, or you can use the Silpats if you have those. That's on my Christmas list from Santa. Okay. I'm going to put them about 2 inches apart because I'm not sure how far they're going to spread out. And I think the recipe says like halfway in between their baking time to take them out and to kind of flatten them out a little bit. So we'll do that. I'll show you that when we get to that point. So they're not, it's a really thick dough. It's not too sticky, but I think if you didn't let it chill some, it probably would be. So let's see how many we can get. And the recipe doesn't really say how many it makes. So we'll see. Not that I need, 100 cookies sitting around to be tempting me out. So, but usually Ed takes them to work to share with his co-workers, so that's okay. Smells really good. You can really smell the pure peppermint extract, which is, I use Watkins extracts whenever I can because they're my favorite. Okay. That's 9 so far. Alright. 10. I'm going to put 12 on this cookie sheet. I think that's enough to start out with. And one more. Okay. So there they are. I'm going to get those into the oven. I'm going to bake them for about 9 minutes, and I'm going to actually turn the cookie sheet halfway through so they make sure they get evenly baked, and I will bring you back when we start putting the chocolate on them. Okay, the cookies are all baked and cooled off, and now I'm going to start dipping half of them in white chocolate and then sprinkling the crushed peppermints candies. You can use candy canes. I didn't have those. I just had the little peppermint you know, candies, and so I'm going to use those. And then the white chocolate I'm going to use is the almond bark. You can use any kind of chocolate you want. This is just what I had. So I'm going to get this melted. I'm going to put it in the microwave instead of a double broiler and melt it slowly because you don't want it to seize up. So I'm going to do it. The package says 60 seconds and then 15-minute intervals and keep stirring it. So let me get this melted up and I will bring you right back to start dipping. Okay, I've got the almond bark all melted. I did 60 seconds and then 2 15-second intervals because you don't want to burn it. And then we're just going to dip the cookie, or half the cookie. I'm going to tilt it a little bit. Let it kind of drip off a little bit because you don't want it too thick on there. Let's put that down so you can see it better. Okay, there we go. There's the cookie dipped. Set it down. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of the peppermint on there. It's so pretty. Okay, let's do another one. Okay. There we go. Drain off some of the chocolate. Here's another one. And you really don't have to put the chocolate on there. It just looks festive for Christmas because they taste great with just no chocolate on there. Let me tilt you up just a little bit. There we go. Okay, let's do some more. And these are pretty easy, and it made 23 cookies. I guess if you made smaller balls, you'd get, you know, probably some more, but this is fine. Okay, let's do one more. And you, like I said, you can use any kind of chocolate you want, but this is what I had, and I wanted to use it up, so. Okay, scoot these down a little bit. Okay, I'm going to finish these up, and I will bring you back for the finale. Okay, here's the finished results of the chocolate peppermint mocha cookie. They're so beautiful, and they smell wonderful. You can, especially the coffee espresso powder that I put in there, and the chocolate chips and the peppermint. They're just beautiful. So I'll give it a little taste test. Get over there out of the way. Let's try it. They're a little bit crisp on the outside, like on the edges, and then the center is soft, and the chocolate chips are soft. It's really good. I will definitely make these again for Christmas. So I appreciate you watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll leave the recipe under my video. And I have some videos coming up. I'm going to be doing pressure canning pork tenderloin here pretty soon, probably tomorrow, which is Sunday. More Thrive Life freeze-dried food recipes. I'm also a consultant for doTERRA essential oils, so I'm going to be doing some DIYs for that. Some of my kitchen gadgets that I have, I had a request not too long ago to show more of those, and so I have an ice cream maker, a Hamilton breakfast sandwich maker, and a bunch of other stuff, but I'll be doing videos for that. And then I want to try doing some art journal pages. I love making art, and so once I get that figured out what I want to make, then I will be posting some of those too. So I really appreciate you watching, and I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.